Hey everyone, and welcome to Isms by Josie. Today I'm going to be doing a special video using these Cheeto Eye Shadow Palettes from Walmart. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in. And for my new viewers, please consider subscribing, share, hit that like button, leave a comment below, and click on that notification bell for future videos. Okay, so yes, another non-nail video. But yeah, this is, by the way, this is my hair right now. I told you guys I was going to chop it off and then show a video on that. I don't know if this is going to come before or after my update video with the haircut. I curled my hair too with this haircut. But yeah, I just got off a work meeting and it's lunchtime now, and I figured, you know what, I got all done I might as well finally do this video. If you did not see that unboxing, I normally do my unboxings live, so I unboxed these Cheeto makeup things. This is an eyeshadow palette, and then this is the brush set, and I got it because it's Cheetos. And I said I was going to make a video putting the makeup on, trying out the palette. Never did. I'm going to do it now because, like I said, I'm done did. So comment below, let me know if you saw the long hair curl video. And obviously you can compare it with this now. I like it. I feel lighter. I feel like I've lost some weight. And not only that, I feel... not that I feel, but I kind of, my husband said, oh, you look younger. And I feel like, yeah, I think it makes me look younger. As you might have seen in the long hair curl video, I had to fix my 5 head and my fat face, round face, whatever. I've always had a big face, and I was worried that a short haircut would make it, you know, would accentuate my roundness. And I told the hairstylist these you know, things I wanted to fix. I actually thought it was going to be a lot shorter, but she kept some length to kind of frame my face more. So I think, yeah, I don't think my face looks any bigger. And I have these side swooping annoying bangs that cover my 5 head, and that's fine because, you know, it covers my 5 head, but I honestly just hate like stuff in my face, and I'm just gonna have to live with this for now. But luckily I like the look, so let me know what you think. Ultimately it's how I feel anyway, so if I like it, you can say all you want, but I think it's cute. Anyway, so this is the Cheeto palette. Look how cute that is. It's got that tiger sticker that looks like some Cheeto stain, and that's exactly what everything looks like after I eat Cheetos. No shame in my game. And then we have the color palette. So the thing is, I don't know what to use. Like, I have another meeting towards the end of the day. So, I mean, I guess this one here is definitely not something to use. But when you are on these Zooms, like, no one can really see, like, you know, the craziness that's going on here. So, all right. So I'm going to, put on some color. Let's see how long this takes, because I have to film something else during my lunch. So I have lots to do. But yeah, yeah, I don't know when I'm posting this. I was going to give you my schedule, but I don't know when I'm posting this one, so I'll just hold off. It's so funny. I listen to these podcasts on YouTube, right? And they talk about how, you know, these celebrities, they all have podcasts now, and they do podcasts with other celebrities, which is fun. But they, you know, one of them said, yeah, we don't really try to talk specifics as far as dates go, because we never know when we're posting it, and you never know if something has to be bumped because something bigger came along. And it's like, oh, that's kind of messed up to say, but it makes sense. All right, so we get 4 brushes here. This looks like a blush brush, and if you give me an eye palette, I don't think I'd ever use this for an eyeshadow palette. I mean, what am I gonna like do a lazy thing here? No. So I could just save this for a rainy day. I don't know what I'd use it for. This round brush, I mean, I'm not a cosmetologist, so you can correct me if I'm wrong, but ultimately I feel like it's whatever works for you. So this round brush I love using right on my brow bone, because it's just, it gets right under your eyebrow and just over your brow bone. So this is what I'd use for a highlighter. And then this one here is a fluffy brush. I like to use that for just putting on a background, a nice background. And then this one here I like using for, you know, creating the shadows. One right here and one right here. So when I was a tomboy growing up, I've mentioned this a bunch of times. And, well... I learned makeup through my best friend and through like those Cosmo magazines, like Cosmopolitan, Mary Claire, you know, they always had that one page next to the perfume page, or was the perfume page, I don't know, and then it had all these swatches of eyeshadows, you know, what combos to make. Sometimes they do the cartoon face and they show you where to put, you know, highlighter, color, you know, shadows, eyeliner, stuff like that. I almost cursed. And, you know, they also give you outfits too to, like, you know, oh, texturize your look, and it's fun stuff like that. So that's how I learned how to become a female. I'm just joking. But yeah, it was rough. All right. I'm going to highlight. So let's see. I'm going to use this one here because this is the lightest one, and like I said, I like putting this right under my brow bone because it highlights and it makes it boop, you know, like I've got some depth there. It's not just some flat face. I don't think I have a flat face, but I kind of do. Like, not flat, but, you know, my nose is tiny, and I think all this is contour, by the way. Like, I do have some shape to my head, but for the most part I use contour for all this. So I did all the foundation work, the canvas work, and now I'm just using the eyeshadow palette. So, all right. And then this brush I used to get like a kind of like a backdrop color. This one I like to be neutral. I don't like it to be too light and I don't like it to be too dark. So maybe something like this. And it depends on my mood. I have like this chocolate palette. I don't remember from where, but on days where I feel like I want my face to be brighter, I'll pick a lighter color. And on days where I need a tan or something, you know those days, I'll pick like just a slightly darker shade for my eyelids too, because like I said, flat, like, you know, I'm Asian, so I feel like our eyes are just not flat, but there's not depth. We have hooded eyes, stuff like that. I mean, not everyone obviously, but I just seem to have. So I'm gonna use this one then. So, and then of course there's looks that you want. Like sometimes if I'm doing a video for this channel, sometimes when I was doing a live, I was making them all nice and stand out, but because I'm gonna be in a work meeting later, I am not gonna go too crazy. But you see how like the colors just adding some depth, and then there's contrast between the background color and the highlighter. So now I kind of like have something there, you know. All right, I use more brushes than this, but they only give you so many. There's only 4, and they give you this obscenely large one for an eye palette. Oh, but then again, you know what? It did come in a separate box, right? Yeah, it came in a separate box, so my bad. I take it all back. All right, now for this, I like to use like a medium dark color because I really want to get that crease inset in there and define that space because like I said, it's kind of one-dimensional, my eyelids, so I don't want to use the darkest one. So I would say like this might be the darkest one here. I mean, this palette's not really dark. But maybe I'd use this as my liner. Well, I'm going to use this one. I could use that one. Let's use this one. All right. I'm going to use this middle one. And if you end up finding this at Walmart, let me know. I'm sure if you Googled it, you can find it. Okay, so for here, I like to see that already made crease for my eyeball. I like to line it and then pull the color towards the center of my eyelid. And again, this is like defining my space, giving it some depth. And also, I feel like it's just more natural. I don't want to fake things, you know? My eyes can only do so much. And I don't want to add, you know, even like when people pull their eyeliner out, I used to do that. And I'm like, for me, it doesn't work very well because my eyes are just already, you know? Like, but a little disappointed that this palette doesn't have like a darker orange or something, like a burnt sienna. Give me. And if you're wondering what I'm doing here, my lamp blew out. If you didn't see my recent nail video, I added in a blooper, and my lighting is all jacked. So I'm sitting at my counter now, hoping that the lighting is a lot better. So comment below, let me know. All right, see, so I got kind of like this, looks like I just took a Cheeto and like, you know? But anyway, I can break this up, the line, just so that it's not so crazy, by blending it with my background that I put, using the same background brush. All right, now I'm gonna take that darker color. There's this one, but I think I try to stay away from shimmers when I'm at work, but I'm just gonna do this because it's really pretty. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a nice shimmery color there. Anyway, so we're gonna use this, and I like using the angle brush for that. So instead of using liner, like I said, I don't like using liner. I'm just going to use this angled brush to make my line against my eyelash area. And you know, after I saw the movie Burlesque, comment below, let me know if you've seen it, where Cher was teaching Christina Aguilera how to put on a liner. Oh, I got myself the paste liner and a liner brush, and I was rocking that. I'm like, don't get me wrong, I like it, I just don't think it works well for me anymore. But yeah, so I used to do that, but now I just do this, and I think it's just as good, you know? And if you're wondering, I'm pulling it back so I can make that skin taut. I want to make sure I get this on the skin, because sometimes when you don't do this, there's like folds, especially when you get older. So when you stretch it out, you get to all the bits of the surface of your skin. And when you let it go, like, hopefully it's not that bad and it cakes up, but when you let it go, it'll be more concentrated and it stands out better. All right. You can see that there. So I put it on the top lid and the bottom, but I only put it on like half of my eye and just at the hairline of my eyelashes. It's so funny. This looks like Cheeto eyes. Oh no. I'm gonna go into the meeting with Cheeto eyes. I might take my chocolate and background color this a little darker because this is too orange. This is like, you know, probably a lunch with a friend, not a professional meeting. And you know what's crazy is I have this other palette. It's huge, right? So I can do a ton more, but it's not like this is a makeup channel. But I always wanted to, not that I had anywhere to go with it anyway, but when I got that palette, it's like big. I wanted to like do a, whatchamacallit? I wanted to do like fun eyeshadow and play with colors, but you know, I'm a nail channel. Then again, I do crochet, so whatever. I really want to try this one so bad. Well, anyway, so my last bit after lining, I do a little bit of a highlighting color right at the ball tip of my eyelid. So I'm going to pick a light color for this. So it might be, you know, this one. I like this one actually. And like I said, I stay away from shimmers for work, but screw it. This is actually, I was looking in the camera, this is actually lighter. So all this is kind of a little lighter than it really is. And looking at that, I don't want that one. I actually want this one. This one's like a gold. So we're gonna see how that works. And I normally have a, it's like a fine, not a fine tip, but it's like, it looks like this, tubular. But in reality, this is flat. So I'm going to use this anyway and see what happens. But yes, I'll take some of this. And I'm doing that because I'm only using the Cheeto stuff that I got. So after this, I'm going to be using my... Thereafter, I am going to be using my own brushes. But it's cute that like they make things like this. I just wish they made a, like I would pay, and maybe because it's Walmart, but I don't know. I would pay for a full brush set in Cheeto. Why wouldn't you make that? There are Cheeto fans out there. So, all right. So like I said, just at the ball, and it looks kind of silly, but it's gonna make my eye look like I have one. See on the other side, it's kind of like, meh. And this one is like, I got balls. No, no, that's not what I meant. Eyeballs. Duh, of course I do. But yeah. And this definitely would look different and look better if I had my other brush, because this is just making everything flat and big. All right, I feel like I made that one too high. You see, trying to match it. Yeah, I don't have control with that, but let me see. I'm gonna use my background color and just blend it again. All right, so after I do this, I feel like this one isn't as prominent. There we go. Okay, So after I do that, then the last step is mascara. I was like, what is that stuff? So I have no lashes, but I try. And yes, this is my Old Faithful here. I have Cheeto powder on my eyelashes, but we'll fix that. Comment below, let me know if you do your eyelash curling before or after mascara. The problem is I use waterproof. This one is, I love Physicians Formula. Is waterproof, so when I try to, as it's drying, it becomes sticky and clumpy. So I try to curl my eyelashes before. And like I said, I don't really have lashes to begin with, so it is what it is. All right, now you get to see up my nose. But my husband, though, he has lashes. Oh, I wish I could have his lashes. Like, I would love to have a daughter just to see her lashes, and I hope she gets his lashes. Like, because these are just like, you know, hairs that didn't know where else to go other than my eyes, because I have like none. Okay, do top and bottom. And yes, I am using my phone, so I can't see for crap. Oh no! Okay. I thought I got it on my face, but there's a little... Did I get that on my face? Oh yeah, I did. If you do, just use a Q-tip. That's what I use, but I'm gonna have to go and get one. Other eye on the hair, that the bangs. So I'm gonna have to figure. I feel like a Cheeto. I'm looking at the colors of my eyelids while I'm doing this, and I like it. It's subtle. It's not like totally wiping Cheetos on your eyelids. Although I would love to have a Cheeto right now so that I can rub it on my eyelids and see what that looks like. 100%. Oh my god, I can't. Whatever. Okay. I mean, I can try. I used to put falsies in. I used to do the individual ones that you glue on. But that takes up so much time, and I don't have anywhere to go, so it's like, why waste it? Attempting to curl these, and you can kind of hear it if you can. It's sticking. And they say do 2 coats, but that's crazy. I'm gonna do it anyway, because I'm starting to see it. Now all I need to give you is like Cheeto gloss. I think like something that matches that gold. Oh, that would look nice. All right, whatever. That's it. So that is it, you guys. Used it. It's great. I just would rather use my own brushes. But yeah, I think this is okay for my meeting. It's not flashy because they notice everything. I mean, I think when you go to an office, they kind of keep their mouth shut because maybe HR stuff. But I think when you work from home, and because they noticed my hair right away and they said something about it, I would just be like, well, and I'm different maybe because I saw someone with a haircut today and I was just like, oh, they cut their hair. You know, no big deal. All right. Comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of the hair. Let me know what you think of the face. I like it. But yeah, close up you can see that orange to gold. Oh, look at that. I like that. All right. So like I said, if you didn't see, oh, I don't know when this is coming. When I did another update video of me curling my short hair, and I am gonna post that. I just have a lot of videos actually that I'm trying to put out. But in that video, if you didn't see it yet or have seen it, I said that the next steps for me are to dye my hair. So we are dyeing this because I told you I'm still aged. Look at that. Look, by, you know, lucky tricks of the camera and lighting, it looks like it's just shiny wet hair maybe, but no. I mean, listen, I rock this at home and no big deal, but I'm gonna be going out to site visits and stuff, and I need to just get rid of this. So I am going to be going all gray. All gray, you guys. This is all gonna be, it's all gonna be silver, actually. I'm turning Targaryen. Why? Because I want to dominate. Look at this. Oh man, who knew I'd be here? But it happens to everyone, so it is what it is. So I don't know when, I mean, for sure the next time you see this face, it'll all be silver. But I just don't know when that's gonna be, so. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Isms by Josie. Please share, like, and subscribe for future videos, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks. Bye.